Good morning. There was some big news in the financial services technology space this weekend. Intuit, who owns QuickBooks, TurboTax, and Mint, they bought Credit Karma. I love Credit Karma. I've used it for years. Credit Karma allows you to check your credit score on an ongoing basis, and it's completely free for consumers. So that's awesome. It's not completely free, and I want to talk about that a little bit because how Credit Karma makes money is by advertising other credit products to you in the application. And so that's the product is awesome, but there is sort of this thing that happens to personal financial management apps when it comes time to monetize. They have to start advertising, and I personally think credit cards are the worst way to go because the mission to create financial health among consumers is awesome, but then when it comes time to make money, you're marketing the worst financial product to them, which is the credit card, which is bad debt. That's probably the worst financial product, short of maybe a payday loan or something like that. On the other hand, there's good credit, like a mortgage, and the reason why a mortgage is good credit is because everyday people are able to buy an asset, a home, and leverage that, which helps with your return. And I'll give a quick example of that. If you buy a $100,000 home and it increases by 10% to $110,000, that's a 10% return that you made. But if you used a mortgage to buy that home and you only put 10% of a down payment there, so $10,000, and then it increased by $10,000, you've just doubled your personal money. So it's a 100% return, not a 10% return. And so that's awesome. There's not a lot of things out there that allows everyday people to do that. And it's a great way to build wealth as a consumer. Now there's downfalls too. So if the property decreases by to $90,000, you've just lost your full down payment. So that's the pros and the cons of leveraging an asset, and that's exactly what happened in 2008 and the recession afterwards. Is people's equity was wiped out. But that's the difference versus a credit card, which you're not buying a real asset. You're buying dinners, you're buying shoes, you're adding to your porcelain pink flamingo set, whatever you spend your money on. Those are things that don't appreciate in value, so you're just spending money, and then you're on top of that spending 25% of that spend annually on your interest rate, which is a lot higher than, say, a 4% mortgage rate. So wanted to walk through that real quick. Huge news in the space, Credit Karma being purchased by Intuit. Great news for the industry, and I would suggest that you go download the app, but just don't get a credit card that they advertise to you. Have a good morning.